Hey yo, intro check, let's go.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back.
Yeah, man, how you doing? You good? I know you like that. I know you like that. How long you been back, man? I see the girls in the club, they getting wild for me. And all the pretty chicks all wanna smile at me. These rap cats, man, they all got this style from me. And if I ever see them, man, they probably bow to me. And when this beat drop, I know they gon' lean. World debut.
Hey, what's up? If you like this video, you know what to do. Go ahead and slash that like button. And also, please, if you like what I do and the content I produce and you want to get down with the family, you know what to do. Annihilate that subscribe button. Also, hit that post notification bell. And while you're at it, leave me comments down below. And oh yeah, by the way, welcome back. My name is Mark. Let's go. Hey yo, Temple of the Dog, you're up next on the docket. But before we get into this reaction, huge shout out to So we got Temple of the Dog versus the People, and the verdict is that we're trying to determine if Hunger Strike is a bop or a flop. And I'm so excited to actually do this reaction because I've never heard of Temple of the Dog before. So this is actually going to be my first time listening to them as a group and then also hearing this song Hunger Strike. So we're going to skip all the pleasantries and the semantics and dive right into it because I'm ready to hear how they sound. So let's go. Okay, giving us lighthouse beach house action.
I don't mind stealing bread from the mouths of decadence. But I can't feed all the powerless when my cup's already overfilled. But it's on the table, the fire's cooking, and the farming babies with slaves are working.
Okay, so I want to pause. I'm 58 seconds in, and what I do love about this already for this track is that it has like a real like folklore like type of vibe. At least in my opinion, it's very subjective, but I love the imagery and the storytelling capability behind the lead singer because he's like really drawing you in, and his lyrics, the lyrics to the song are like really captivating in a way that they are like it's almost like a painter with a brush, and they like have a blank canvas and they're painting a picture, and like you're basically like visualizing everything from what he's saying. And I love how illustrative like his the lyrics are and how they're coming out his mouth. And then another thing is I also love the way he's singing. Like it's very different. I don't know if it's because it seems like he's singing behind the beat or what, but it seems like the beat is a step ahead of him. But like I said, I'm like no expert on it, but that's just like my overall type of vibe going into it already. But let's jump back into this.
Fire's cooking, and the farming babies with slaves are working. The blood is on the table and the mouths are choking. I'm going hungry. I don't mind stealing bread from the mouths of decadence. But I can't feed on the powerless when my cup's already overfilled. But it's on the table, the fire's cooking, and the farming babies of the slaves are all working. And it's on the table, the mouths are choking.
Oh.
But I'm going hungry.
Oh yeah.
I'm going
whoever this guy is in the background on a guitar, vocal presence is so powerful. Like, and I love that. It's so crazy because the lead singer is already a lot to deal with, but a lot in a good way. Like, I've said things like this about like Freddie Mercury, Phil Collins, Robert Plant, and artists of that nature. When they're singing, like they're like they have like such an amazing like stage presence, and they're very charismatic, and their voices are very powerful. Like they could be like their voices are like very commanding and domineering, that you can almost wash away like every other person that's like involved in that group. And what I love about this artist here, well, he's a part of this member of the group, I should say, and correct that. That I love that his voice is just as impactful, and if not as powerful, as the lead singer, and the way that he's snapping and going off. Like, I love everything about it. Like, the way he was projecting his voice and basically throwing it was absolutely phenomenal and amazing. Like, I love that. Like, I would have thought that he was the lead singer on the track, and that's a powerful statement to be able to do that and to not be drowned out by the lead singer, who has an amazing presence, an amazing voice within himself. Like, I was getting lost in his voice. It was so ridiculous. Like, you probably thought I was like my reaction, like it was like boring, but I was like so lost within in translation within his voice. But let's get back into this.
And it's on the table, the mouths are choking, but I'm going hungry. I'm going hungry. I'm going hungry. I'm going hungry.
Yes, come on. Woo! That's nasty.
I'm going hungry. I'm going hungry.
Woo! Yeah.
I don't mind.
Woo!
I'm going hungry.
Woo!
Going hungry.
Yeah! Yes! Come on! That was like an internal battle on that part. It's like you take like that was like a Rottweiler versus like a pit bull on a track together. Like that was amazing. Both are amazing dogs and powerful dogs, but that was like putting a pit bull and a Rottweiler like together and just like yo, like they were just battling and going back and forth. And it's like I know that they're in a band together, so it's like I just felt like it's not even a competition, but I felt like that they were bringing the best out of each other. Like that was absolutely amazing and phenomenal. The way that they played off of each other's energy and their passion and their vulnerability and their emotion. Like that was raw emotion. Like I felt like he was singing for, like both of them honestly were singing for their lives. I felt like their lungs were about to jump out of their mouth for a breath of fresh air. That's basically how dope they were. That was crazy. Let's finish this out. That was amazing. That was amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Okay, so let's quickly talk about Temple of the Dog with Hunger Strike. And I first want to talk about what okay, first what I'm going to say is I'm not rating this, and it's so crazy because this is my first song of reacting to them. And to say that I'm not rating it is to say that I have such a huge respect. This was phenomenal. Like, that's all I can sit there and say is phenomenal. And that's why I can't rate it, because that was genius. I love, like I said, the way that they played off of each other's energy, and their vocal performance was absolutely amazing and breathtaking. Breathtaking. Like, I felt like if somebody was to sit there and say that either you sing or you die, yeah, like I've said this about other artists, you pick Temple of the Dog and for them to perform this song, because that was absolutely an amazing and astounding performance. I loved everything about it. But what I want to talk about is I want to say what I thought that it meant. It seemed like it meant staying true to yourself, like, and not being ashamed where you come from. Like, I'm not 100% sure, but they were talking about going hungry and eating and feeding, so it felt like it was like related to something personal, maybe some personal issues or personal struggles they had to deal with. I don't know if it was adulthood, or if it was or well, I should say from childhood. Things that they had to deal with struggling to keep food, to have for their parents to keep food on the table, or was this song dedicated for their was like a hunger strike towards them sitting there speaking about their early beginnings and trying to navigate before they got like they breakout hit or something like that. Like, you know how you have like starving artists and things like that who are really trying to put their best foot forward and just working hard and staying hungry and trying to keep the CEO mentality and just trying to boss up. Like, that's what I felt like this was basically saying. Like, basically saying stay true to yourself, never forget where you come from, but also use that as fuel to keep pushing you to reach greater heights. And that's what I felt like this song generally was like, pulling from those stems and those avenues. I thought they did a phenomenal job. Like, I'm not sure if I'm 100% sure that this was correct, or my logic in thinking that the song was that way, but I can say that that was a bomb song. Like, I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. So let me know what you thought of Temple of the Dog with Hunger Strike in the comments below. And with that being said, please remember to be safe out there. Remember to stay awesome, be awesome, because you guys are all awesome. This is your boy Mark, and I'm signing off. Deuces. Peace.